Now I know I've talked about this before, but people ask me, they go, do you own your soap vending machine? I do. I own them at all my laundromats because the people that do vending machines in my areas don't vend that kind of product, which is good because they suck at vending every other product. So at least I'm good at something and they suck at it all. Hear that? That's the sound of money. You wanna know what the sound of money is? That's it. Ching, 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 ching. Ching, 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 ching. Had a bunch of questions. Try to get these loaded. Had a bunch of questions like, do I own the vending machines? I don't own the pop and canning machines at my laundromats. I do own the soap dispenser. Now, you ask, well, why? Well, a lot of vending companies in my area wouldn't do soap. So that's why I own it. And I'm glad I do because they run the candy machines so poorly around here. I'd never have soap. And you need to have this loaded because if you don't have these essential items, your customers are going to get pissed because then they're going to have to run somewhere else. If they forget something, they want to be able to get it and get it done. Now you don't make a killing off this. I charge like $1, I think, a box, which is kind of pricey considering the dryer sheets, there's 2 in a box, and the soap's like basically 1 machine use. And I thought, I used to charge 75 cents each. And I thought maybe I could slow people down with the dryer sheets if I charge $1. More people buy it now than they did before. And I thought I'd actually lose customers on it. I thought I'd lose people, and actually I gained them. So, you just never know. But basically it's pretty simple how this machine works. This is an 8-column machine, and it's got the little slides you see here. I love this machine. People would ask me, which one would you buy, the electronic one or the one with the slides? The one with the slides. It never breaks. When it's out, there's this device here that basically, I'll show you, it sits on top of your boxes and gives them weight. So it pushes them down through the vending column. When you get to your last box, as it slides down, it goes down here. And so when someone pushes for the last box, it locks it in place. They can't use it anymore. So they know it's out of order. There's no electronics, nothing to break. That's why I love it. My other laundromats have the electronic one. The one I built, I put an electronic one in. Now it's new, so it works really good. But would I buy an electronic one the next time around? No. I'd buy this one because I don't have any parts. Sometimes newer is not always better. And who cares if, like my electronic one, I can tell you how much soap I sold. Honestly, I know the boxes are selling, so what do I care, you know? I mean, I know that sounds really retarded. People be like, you need to be able to audit everything, and I do. But for the cost and the headache, it's just not worth it for me to have all electronic stuff everywhere. So like the soap dispenser, I prefer it to be mechanical like this one. I bought this one this is my second soap machine I bought. The first one I had to buy was when I redid the laundromat, the second laundromat, the one where you see all the videos with the pole barn metal and where I'm doing the roof and that. I don't mind that one, but it was used. And I've run into a lot of issues with the dispenser mechanisms are breaking, and it's just a pain in the butt. This thing never breaks. So, just food for thought. Newer's not always better. Now another quick recommendation. You see I got Bounce, Gain, Tide, OxyClean, Clorox, which is a powdered bleach, and then I have bags. Now my laundromat number 2 has a 12 dispenser. I'm going to tell you right now, make it simple on yourself. Buy a dryer sheet, a type of soap, a type of bleach, and bags. Don't have Gain and Tide. Don't have Aries or Snuggle or whatever. Buy Tide. Just buy Tide. It's soap. And your customers will use it and they don't care. Tide's a popular brand. If you buy all these different brands, then you're going to have people that will buy it after you run out of this, but they really like that. It just doesn't worth your time to buy all these products. Just keep it simple. You know, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Laundromat's a prime example of that. They will use the Tide. They will use the Clorox powder. I used to have liquid bleach. The biggest disaster I ever had. Every time I turned around, I would touch these machines. I'd be like, oh, there's water on it. It was bleach. Then you see all the black hoodies I wear? They all turned white. Why? Because I got bleach all over them. There's bleach all over this laundromat. Do not have liquid bleach in your soap machine. Do not do it. Trust me. If you want advice, you're asking my advice, powdered bleach. Don't even do OxyClean. When I first did this, I'm like, oh, I give all these choices. People will really love this. This will be great. No, it's a pain in the butt. Don't do OxyClean. Just do one soap. See, I even have a gain slot. Do I use it anymore? No. Eventually, I'll put a Tide picture in here, and I'll just load that with Tide. And see, by having multiple things of the same thing, I don't run out right away, you know? Don't, because what will happen is this gain will run out and people might use Tide, they might not. Just do Tide. Just do one brand. I don't care if it's Tide, but just have your customers do one thing. That simplicity will make a business model work so much better. And there might be other laundromats that will argue with me and say, no, our customers really like a selection. I don't care. You know, I just don't. My customers don't mind it. It's soap. It washes their clothes. They're happy. I'm not buying 5 different kinds of soap. And it's not that it would cost a whole lot more, but then I would just have some product. Like I had a product, I want to say Snuggle fabric softener or something. No one ever bought it. And then when they bought it, they were pissed it wasn't a dryer sheet. You know? So, stick to the simple items. Bounce dryer sheets, like I said, the Tide. You know, definitely the laundry bags, you know? Now I'm going to show you how the money drops in. You put the money in here, you slide it in, it falls down below in these trays. Real simple. Just take the tray out, there's your quarters. Nothing to it. I mean, that's what I love about it. Thanks again. Hey, no problem. Have a nice night. You too. I was fixing that machine, and I don't think it'll do it justice, but one of these quarters is all jammed up. And that's what had that machine all. That slide was stuck. See that slide, that metal housing you saw? That's where the little pins down there, once the quarters push them down, it lets them come in and then drop, and then it lets the slide push the rest of the way in to vend the product. Basically, it was stuck way in. Stuck like that, I know it's out of. When it's stuck like that, I know it's out of product. When it's stuck all the way in, I know that the quarters got stuck in it. Now, I'm not going to film this, but I'm going to go ahead and load up the powder bleach. The candy and the soda machines, they are actually a company, local company that do them. And like I said, they do a totally terrible, horrible service. They will let literally everything run out. They will let everything run out and make people choose other selections, and people just hate it. Sometimes the candy bars in here will come out, they'll actually, I swear to God, they're 5 years old. And it sucks because your customers take it out on you because they think they're your machines. So I'm actually going to find a different vendor here pretty soon. Some of the vending channels I watch, I wish I could hire them. Like Parker Thompson, He has a channel. Go check him out. I wish I had him because he really takes care of his stuff. And I would love to support a young person that wanted to run a vending machine because I have no interest in it. I get 10% of the sales. That's it. I could care less. You know, it's a convenience for my customers so they know when they come in, hey, I know I'm going there. I can get a soda. It's not too expensive. Cool. You don't want people to go to your laundromats and be like, oh, I can't find soap. Oh, I can't find bags. Oh, man, I'm hungry. There's nothing to snack on. I got to go drive somewhere. You want to give them those conveniences, okay? And so I wish I had a young person that had a business in my area, and maybe I should look for one because I think they do a hell of a lot better job than this company. And this company they have a big route. They have trucks. I mean, they got crews that come around and do this. They suck. I can't even imagine they make any money because they're horrible at it. Like my other laundromat, I thought they were shut down because my laundromat number 2, that machine hadn't been loaded in weeks. And my customers, I would be there working and they'd be like, you don't have anything in here? I'd be like, I don't even own them. And so it sucks because it makes it look like a crappy establishment. So like I said, check out Parker Thompson's channel. It's pretty cool what he does with vending machines and that. And there's a couple other channels and I'll probably list them down there or pin a comment with a bunch of their names. I never knew much about the vending business. I think it's entertaining and it's fun to watch young people out there trying to make a dollar because anymore we start to think that nobody cares to have a business, nobody cares to go do something, but there are a ton of young people, even middle-aged people that are really looking for something. They just don't know what to do or they don't know how to get started. And so it's really encouraging to see people doing this kind of stuff.